Hello everyone, welcome back and thank you for watching. Today I will be making some buffalo check Christmas DIYs. I really hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and if you do, please give it a thumbs up. And now let's craft. From Dollar Tree, I will be using 2 of these wood planks. Now they did have a tag, but I removed them, and I'm going to save it because I will be adding one of them later on. Now I'm going to make a larger sign with these 2, and to do that I am attaching them together using some popsicle sticks. I'm using hot glue to glue these together since the front is going to be nothing heavy on it. Now I'm going to add some of this wood filler to the little holes in the center. The other 2 I am going to leave them just like that so I can add the hanger. I let this dry for a couple of hours, then I use a scent sheet to smooth that out. To paint my sign, I'm using some white chalk paint, but I had run out, so I had to improvise. And I added some water, and this also made this look more washed out. But I still like how this turned out. Now I'm going to let this dry. Meanwhile, I am going to work on the Christmas tree I will be adding. Now this Christmas tree, I was going to add it to the sign instead of doing this buffalo check Christmas tree, but it was too big. The little bottom of the tree was like sticking out of the sign, so instead I decided to make a tree out of this buffalo check vinyl. This vinyl is from Cricut, but Dollar Tree does carry some white buffalo check vinyl that you can use instead. Also Hobby Lobby, Michaels carry craft paper that you can use instead. Now to trace the tree, even though this is bigger, I am going to make it thinner. And to do that, I'm going to just trace one side of the tree first and then the other side, but move it more towards like the center so it's a lot thinner. And this is how it looks once I cut it. As you can see, now it's going to fit. I'm going to simply add this like if it was a sticker. I did not use the transfer paper because it was just gonna waste it.
Christmas memories.
And look how beautiful this looks. Now the next thing I will be adding is this believe sign that I got from the Dollar Tree. It comes in a 2-pack. I am going to paint it using the Waverly Antique Wax. Then I'm going to add it to the bottom of the tree.
Working so much lately, I can barely find the time to sleep. Yeah, I spend my time running around, keeping people pleased.
To make this look more rustic, I am going to add some antique wax on all the edges, and I did distress a little bit of the front, which honestly I absolutely love how this turned out. The last thing I will be doing is adding one of the strings back on, but first I'm going to add some of these beads that I already had. Dollar Tree does carry wood beads that you can use instead.
But this is my favorite holiday. It's a chance to start over new, 'cause I missed you so I'm late.
And that is it for this Christmas sign. Look how beautiful this turned out. For my next project, I will be using one of these Dollar Tree little houses. I'm using the wider, I think this is a bigger one too. But anyways, I'm going to remove the back, the paper, and I'm going to paint the frame using the Waverly Antique Wax.
Letting go of everything but you.
I ran out of the buffalo check vinyl, so instead I used some of this craft paper that I already had. This is from Hobby Lobby. I'm going to just trace this and cut it to size. Once I'm done doing that, I'm going to glue this. I couldn't find my Elmer's glue stick, so I used this Dollar Tree one instead. Once this was dry, I did glue the back on the frame.
These are the good times with you. Baby, this year it's just gonna be
And look how beautiful these And look how beautiful this looks. Now you can add whatever you like to this. I did find this little DIY pack that had these little Christmas trees that I am going to paint using some white chalk paint. And I'm going to add the word farm fresh. I got this word from the Dollar Tree little DIY packs. It's actually from the fall, but I felt like this farm fresh went perfectly for this. And that is it for this cute little house. I think this is so beautiful and it goes perfect on a tray or tier tray. If you're enjoying my content, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you. For my next project, I will be using one of these Dollar Tree wood trays. I'm going to paint like the border, no, not the border, like the sides. There you go, the sides using the Waverly Antique Wax and the inside white.
Isn't this how it's supposed to be? Making our Christmas memories. Oh, and I've been longing to hold you.
I had some small extra pieces of the buffalo check vinyl, so I decided to add a little stripe to one of the sides on the inside of my tray.
Close, forget about everyone else. Isn't this how it's supposed to be? Making our Christmas memories.
And the last thing I did, I remember I had this bear that I had cut out a long time ago using my Cricut, and I decided that this went perfect for this. I added it to the center, and that is it, guys. That is it for this beautiful decorative tray. Alright, so for my next project, I will be using these antlers. I was going to say ears, but the antlers from this deer head that I used in my previous video. I am going to use some of the wood filler to fill in the little holes. Then I'm going to paint it using the burnt umber. Now, once these are dry, I'm going to set them to the side, and I'm going to show you the sign I use. This is an old sign that I had that I never added anything to it, but it's one of them signs that had the beautiful frame. This was already painted, but I decided to paint it a little more just to make it more wider. I then made this look more rustic using the sponge paintbrush with the antique wax. Once this was dry, I added the pieces back that made the frame.
Making our Christmas memories. I've been wrapping presents for you.
I was then trying to figure out where I wanted to add these. I don't know if I wanted them more towards the top or the bottom, but then I decided to add them more towards the top. As you can see, they don't fit, but if you put it more like inward, they'll fit, but it looks kind of funny. And I also wanted to cover the little hole that the frame had, so that's why I decided to just do it more wide. Hopefully it made sense. But anyways, the Antler cover the first hole, and the greenery that I'm going to add, it is going to cover the second hole. The greenery I'm using, it is from last year. I just grabbed several pieces that I had and I tied them together. I then glued it in the center. Now to finish it off, I added this beautiful buffalo check bow I made out of this ribbon that I got from Walmart.
I've been hanging marbles.
And that is it for this sign, which I think it turned out beautiful. Let me know down in the comment section which one was your favorite, because I would love to know. So thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already. And until next time, bye.